Welcome to this series where we are playing the Expedition 7 for No Man's Sky. This is the Leviathan expedition which was released in May 2022. In the last part we were making fairly steady progress with the first iteration 1, and in this part what I want to do is complete it by waking the dead and then move on to the second expedition. We'll probably go straight for the anchor point because we've already done a big chunk of this. The only thing I would like to do is possibly find an infested world. Also, I want to draw your attention to the fact that we've now completed the second optional milestone, or well, I haven't done it because I haven't been able to play very much for a reason which I'll explain in a little while. So what we're going to do is we're just going to collect this mission. And of course what that does, it means that our memory fragments will now be upgraded to A class. And if I show you that, what I'm actually referring to is this, the loop progression. Obviously the community are really getting in there into their stride now because they're already 34% through tier 3. Before I show you the rewards, I just want a bit of an apology, is that I'm coming under a lot of pressure at the moment from my real life job. Therefore creating content is becoming a little bit problematic, is probably the way. And of course, if any of you live in the UK, you know that we've got a long weekend coming up at the moment. It's a very significant event. It's the Queen's Platinum Jubilee events, and that is kind of thrown my schedule out a little bit because over the weekend I've got to, well, fulfill my family obligations is probably the polite way of saying it, and we're going to go and visit a couple of events, so that's also going to restrict my ability to do some recording. So I suppose that's just the way it goes. So anyway, we've now got here, what I've also done is had a little bit of a tidy up with respect to my inventories, and I think this is the memory fragment that we might have just got. So let me see. Yeah, this is not the end. Oh, wow, another upgrade. I think this time I'm going to put a couple into here, maybe one into there, and maybe we'll just tidy up the top line of the exosuit there. And okay, again we'll just put more in there. And the reason we're up on the freighter is, if I show you here, what I've done is as I think Snafu suggested, that I unlock these memory fragments here related to the exocraft. But at the moment I'm quite happy to hang on to these. So what I've done is I've come up and put them into the freighter, which has opened up a lot of space in my various other components now. You can see the rate we're going, we're going to have a full inventory. In fact, the inventory looks a bit sparse. And what I want to do now, because if we're going to complete phase 1, which is the main reason we're actually up on the freighter, is we need to make this component here. I think if we come to select this mission, sometimes you've got we've got to go back to the planet Econnect, which is the one which, if I remember correctly from my first attempt, Econnect is the don't want that. If I remember correctly, Econnect is this one down here. It's the icy planet where we were before. It's right actually in front of us because I pulled the freighter out. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back down to here. Say apologies that I seem to be a bit confused in some places. The reason for that is there's been a bit of a gap since the last recording, so it comes down to trying to remember what I was doing. Yeah. I was hoping looking for a free landing point, but I suppose we can plan. Actually, what we could do, we should be able to scan. We manifest the loop memory. There we are. We got the pattern match. We just gotta find it. Where's it gone? There it is. It's that way. Right, it says 2 hours, so we're just gonna have to get back up into space. And while we're just doing this, I just want to mention one other thing. There has been a patch released. It's currently, I think it's 9.2.1, which has fixed a number of bugs related to completing this expedition. I think there were problems with my client claiming the final reward due to the fact that the game thought that all the optional missions were compulsory. And as far as I know, that patch has been released, and therefore that problem should have gone away. I'm on trees again. Right, let's just, maybe we can get over the top of the trees here. And of course we're still in the blizzard. Ultimate location. Yeah, but it's full of trees, game. This is landing area. Okay, we might get over, this might have opened up. No, wait. So here we are. So we're going to jump out. There's the target is in that direction, 640 meters. Just check the ship, make sure. Oops. Just check the ship, make sure that we've got thruster fuel. And we're just going to wander across the stuff. Yeah, okay. I mean, we've got loads and loads of ion batteries and other things. So we can get up over the mountain. What I can do, seeing we got all take advantage of all these trees, we can actually flex. Yeah, thank you, game. We got some thermal protection. I know. What we got? Click to you. This is actually pure ferrite. Wow. Okay, I'll take it. And we'll just keep going. If I remember correctly, this when we did this last time, when we triggered the reaction, all the horrors came out the ground. So we need to be aware of that. In fact, we'll do a little bit of preparation and that. We'll just, yep, thank you, Mr. Drone Man. Oops, they just walked into. Yeah, thank you, game. Yeah, in my haste to walk across the planet, I nearly walked into a hole. Get rid of you. I got 285 that way. Actually, before we do anything, up here. We'll walk round the trees. I would guess that where we're going is down here somewhere. 2 meters that way. Wouldn't mind getting that intense. Hello, guys. Back to the whole splitter. And here we are. Unknown grave. The Leviathan was nothing like I've ever seen the organism. I wanted it to deserve it. Certain types of their price attack. It wailed as the infant knife carved its meat. Yeah, that was very cruel of you. Okay, play memory. And what we do is we just run. We run. Get out the way, game. Whoops. Right, just keep going, keep running. Oh, life support systems are 35%. Lost momentum. Load loop collapse. Memory. Biological horrors remaining. Or, yeah, come on. Keep going, keep running. Storm subsiding. And we'll just up the sodium. Go you on principle. And what we're going to do is just bring in the ship. Oh, yeah, there it is. It just land in here amongst the trees. Probably flatten a few of them as it lands. Yep, thank you, game. So we've now got a ship. I think it was a little bit erratic there. One thing I do want to do as well, we should use up one of those. And what we've got now is we've got the wake the past. So we've got 3 memory fragments, 250 chromatic memory. So we'll just take this. We've got 3 times memory fragments and a memory imprint. Of course, again now, because of all the extensions to the what we call it, the inventory, we're able to store that imprint that we got here. Iteration 1. Tab. We got a whole load of blueprints. Now, before we leave this planet, I've been told that these base planets are actually infected. So what we should be able to do, if we can find a little bit of open space, is do this mission here, the anchor, on this planet before we leave. So I want to do that. Wow, we're out. Used up all my launch thrusters. So what we're going to do is see if we can find a little bit of open space. Yeah, thank you, game. See if we can find an area to build a base on that isn't covered in trees. And again, maybe that might not be possible. Right guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fly across the surface until I find an area that I like the idea of building a base. Not that it's particularly that relevant, but you never know. Okay guys, I've been flying across the planet's surface, and what I've found is a little bit of an open area here next to a lake, which could be a good place for a base. So we're just going to land here. And of course the storm is just cleared, and the first thing we're going to do is deploy the computer. And we're going to claim our base here. Claim base. And I'm assuming we're going to have to build a very simple base here. got to build something. 1, 2, 3, 4. What a in more. 1, 2, 4. Okay. Oh, expand the base. We've got to keep expanding. I want a bit more. We can put a roof on. Okay, we're out of carbon. It's about saying. Of course, we've got. Actually, what I'm going to do is we're just going to keep it just extending this out. And then we all there, all there, all there, and then probably about the worst base I've ever built in No Man's Sky, but it's got us the mission. That's all that counts. And we got this here: memory fabric, near Nomad Geobay plans, Northland Chamber plans. So we've actually got plans now for the Nomad. The Nomad could be quite useful. Yeah, Nomad Geobay. So we can get that. Northland Bay. And we got some memory fragments for the exocraft. Well, actually, we got several memory fragments here. What have we got here? Prepackaged neural stimulator. What's this? Oh, this is even more technology for here. Enders. These are all boosting each other. This is pick you up, put you there, pick you up. Oops, put you there. And we'll just leave you out on your own there. What else we got? Paralysis mortar unit. Oh, we got the. There's the. Always put that in. Fun of it. Starship. And we've got a.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Looks like we've finally got the recharge system for the our takeoff fuel. I think I actually got that really early last time, but and then what we got left is we got these ones for exocraft. I think we're gonna hang on to these for the moment. I'm gonna put this into there. And I think we're keep you in the exosuit. Put you down bottom there. We got our first memory imprint. We've got some stuff here for so when we do the exocraft. Actually, while we're here, let's just have a quick look. So we can't summon yet, so we would have to build the craft. Base salvage capsule. And we've got so we've actually got the Minotaur Bay here.
Ground protection falling.
So we've actually got the Minotaur Bay, Geo Bay, available. We've actually got. Okay,
Falling.
that's good. Probably had it all the time. I just probably didn't notice. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to head for the next anchor point. Oops. Snafu actually pointed out that you can now find gold in caves, which is what you used to be able to do back in the early days of the game, when you had to go into caves to get ferrite dust, or large quantities of ferrite dust anyway. But I think blasting my way through asteroids has become a bit of a habit now. I tend to do it just, well, purely out of habit. Anyway, we're gonna come here and we're gonna, how many, oh wow, it's gonna take us a few jumps to get to the next anchor point. Here we are, we're in a new system. We're just get into there. In fact, I'm not even sure I've got enough fuel. In fact, I think I'm not even sure that I've got enough fuel. Oh, we got enough, probably enough to be going on with. But we're going to go in the space station and say hello as we move forward. There's one, well, we could get a suit upgrade if we really wanted one. Yeah, we'll go and get the suit in upgrade. See what we got. I mean, it should still be quite cheap, really, I suppose. 200,000. I think we'll do one more, and then that's where we're going to probably stop. But more importantly, let's see if we can get some. We've got nanites, not navigation data, but that's okay. Bit more nanites. Sell the gold and radium, because I mean it's not like it's not a just sell that salt as well. Sell the silver and the gold. So we have actually got a Minotaur Geobay that we can deploy. That's pretty cool. And don't think there's anything else here. We got the chromatic metal, but I'd rather hang on to that at the moment. Let's actually just have a look. What options have we got? We're moving towards that. Yeah, I mean, if we can get that done in this part, that would be brilliant. I'm not sure if we're going to have the time to do it, but right, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump forward with the warp cells and not visit every space station now, because I'm only really stopping at the space stations to get suit upgrades. So we're just going to keep jumping forward unless something interesting happens. Okay. Such as arriving in the middle of us. We could probably go in and destroy the pirates, do our civic responsibility. Oh, that was a bit antisocial. It's recharging. I don't really like this. Okay, we're getting out of here. shield back up. I haven't even been able to kill one of these yet. Just can't seem to get an angle on them. There we are. Gotcha. Got a suspicious package. Where are you? He's rebuilding his shields again. We're going to get him. I get him. Okay, off we go. We got 2 more jumps to do. We are. I want to see if I can make some more. Deal. Technology. Put the warp fuels in. Okay, we've got warp cells. This can go in the Starship high capacity. We've got a suspicious package here. We'll worry about that later on. Okay, well, a lot of what's going on here. Okay, we've got again, we're just going to push straight on. We can get to rendezvous point 2. So here we are. Just back through here, and we're anchor point 2. So we're going to fly for that. That's another infested planet. I don't know if you guys can actually see it on the screen, but this is also an infested planet, so we didn't really need to build a base. Oh, right. Keep going, keep going. We're 25 out. Okay, is it 1? I've had enough of you lot. I'm going to get some weapons on this thing. Where are you? Don't go away. Ah, yeah, you put out a smoke trail. He's building his shields back up again. Yeah, hey. Where are you? I'm almost getting sentimental with the flying brick, to be honest. The flying brick seemed to have more maneuverability than this thing. I can see you building his shields again. Almost like they know that the shields are gone. Ah, got you. It's also interesting that the second rendezvous point is also on a frosted planet. Great, this looks like this could be on the side of a mountain, which could be fun. But down into the trees. Tell us it's 1,000. You gotta be kidding me. We gotta go 1,000 units that way. Okay. Right, guys, I'm just gonna get to the next point. So we got 1,000 odd units to go. So just scan. Here we are. We've found the next anchor point. So we've got the anchor point. It's actually a portal. But somebody's actually left us a beacon here. Resources over here. We'll just pick up and we'll take a look at the reward we've got for this one. Thing found. Pick up that. Microprocessor. Bring the ship in. On top of me. And of course, I'm assuming that the next part is just getting the ship so we can warm up a little bit. And we'll take a look at the. So we got this anchor point. We got memory fragments. And of course, the next thing we need to do is crave for the stars. I'm going to use the memory. I've got a memory fragment here. This is actually for a ship upgrade. We'll put that in there. We're okay for technology. You get a third one, we'll put the technology. And the technology, put that in. We've expanded our ship, and then what we're going to do is, oh, it's suspicious. Let's just open this, see what it is. Geology ban, geology upgrade. We got that's a parallel. Okay, we're just going to dismantle that. I'm actually going to dismantle the paralysis mortar as well. That should give us some extra resources. And then we're gonna manifest loop pattern manifested. Not enough fuel in this. That's because ship really do need to upgrade my ship capacity. Right, guys, just to finish off, we're gonna do the. Oh, look at that! We've got some space Leviathans there. So just to finish off this video, we're near the Leviathan. So, right, what we're going to do is just go and. So here we are. Just land here. Land on top of the plant trees again. Right, this time we've only got to go 428 units. So we're just going to set off in the right. So here we go. Right, here we are, guys. It's been a little bit of a wander around, but I think I've found it. What we're going to do is get ready for trouble, do a reload. I'm sure that we're going to have a few problems. Over weeks, same nightmare, definitely wow. My cockpit, I cut the comms and it gummed up with blood. Trying to get there, increasingly blurry stars, hallucinations. Wanted to capture it. Protocol warning, claim memory. What's going to attack us? Get out of here. Lots and lots of spikes here. Okay. Iteration 2. Corrupted sentinels. Alright, let's just get away. I don't know where the Got a feeling this is got a little bit glitched out because I'm not seeing any corrupted sentinels. I can't even find my ship in this massive, horrible plants. So I'm just gonna top my oxygen up and see if we can find somewhere to call the ship in. Doubt very much if it will let me call the ship in here. Nope. I must admit, this is all this vegetation on the planet's been a real pain in the neck. Right, we've got a bit of open space here. Just pick up some dihydrogen. Yeah, I need it anyway because we're going to need to make various bits and pieces. And well, there it is. And we've got the ship coming. And we're just jump into the ship. And we've now completed this one here, Grave of the Stars. We got portal glyph set, memory fragment, memory imprint 2. So we've got all the portal glyphs now, which is pretty good. And of course we've now got iteration 2 complete. We've got a temporal starship trail. We've got a second memory imprint come into here. We'll move that. We'll move that to the exosuit. We've got some more memory fragments. We'll complete that with the ship. Got plenty of space in the technology, so we'll add these. Wow. And I think that is where I'm going to call it for this part. We've made quite a lot of progress, just not to use up that. We're going to have to make some more ship fuel. I don't know how many of these we can make. Let's make some more. Oops. And put those in there. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we will move on and do anchor point 3. But what I'll probably do is the move to anchor point 3 off camera, guys, because it's just going to be me skipping between planets. And then we'll start working on this area here. We've got to feed the first, whether that is, or that's going to be the step. And then we've got to get some whispering eggs, some storm crystals. We've got to summon our own memory fragment. I've got no idea what that is. Maybe also I'll be able to make a contribution towards the optional mission. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.